My child, can you give me 1 minute? Stop right here. Don't rush. Don't scroll. Don't skim these words. Let this be a held breath in a noisy room. I am stepping into your day, into your thoughts, into your atmosphere, not to control you, but to protect what I am sending to you. Heaven aligned this exact minute for you, this one, not an hour ago, not tomorrow. This is not random. It is not accidental, not later, now. Listen, there is an open door in front of you. It is not imaginary, not wishful thinking, not a trick of longing. It is real, and it requires presence. I am not counting down to scare you. I am counting down to save you from passing by what you have been asking me for. The window is open because your life and my timing have arrived at the same point, and what you do with these next moments teaches your spirit how to walk through what I have unlocked. Give me your attention. Give me your breath. Give me your eyes and your heart. Let me hush the world around you. Let me quiet the noise inside you. You have been reaching, asking, praying, sometimes with words, sometimes with a sigh I heard in the dark, and the answer has a timestamp. The timing is part of the gift. The timing is part of the protection. If you rush past this minute, you risk missing the signal I am placing in front of you. If you stay, you will feel the handle turn beneath your hand. 60 seconds with me will change what the next season feels like. We are counting down together. 60, 59. Breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your attention come home. I am nearer than your next thought, kinder than your last doubt, stronger than the swirl that has been pulling you, not because I demand it, not because I am threatened by your hurry, but because something you have been praying for is close, closer than you realize, and I do not want you to miss what carries your name. My child, this is an appointed minute. I arranged it in the timeline of your life. Every step that felt ordinary brought you here, to this exact pause, to this exact choice, to be present with me. Do not measure it by how dramatic it feels. Measure it by the peace that starts to rise as you stay. The countdown is a kindness, a way to anchor you in what is opening. Stop right here. Don't rush. Don't scroll. Do not slip away from your own answer. Settle. Notice me noticing you. The door is not far. It is here. Your willingness to pause is the key. Stay with me through this minute and you will not miss the open door meant for you. My child, listen closely. The door you have been praying for is real and it wears a timestamp. Not tomorrow, not someday. This breath, this pause, this precise intersection where your attention touches my intention. You think it is just another video drifting through your feed, another voice in a crowded room. But I arranged the timing that found you. I wove this exact minute into the fabric of your days, so that when your thumb stopped and your heart leaned in, you would feel me lean toward you with what you asked for. This is not random. It is not accidental. It is alignment, the meeting place of your waiting and my wisdom. You have wondered what an open door means, because you are tired of being teased by almosts. Hear me. An open door is not a single outcome. It is a sanctioned passage. It may look like opportunity where there had only been walls, or like breakthrough after a long, quiet grind. It may arrive as clarity that slices through fog, as release from a weight you forgot you were carrying, as reconnection where numbness had built a fence, as holy courage to take the step you kept postponing. It is permission and propulsion. It is the moment when what I have been forming inside you has a path to move into your life. I know the question rising in you, if this is real, why not earlier? Why did it take so long? My child, delay was not absence. Waiting was not punishment. I have been braiding readiness into your spirit, strengthening what would need to hold more weight, aligning people and pathways you could not see. There were doors you wanted that would have swallowed you whole. There were timings that would have drained you dry. None of those pauses were cruelty. Every single one was protection. I slowed you not to withhold, but to save what you prayed for from being squandered by hurry. So ask it with me now. What door is opening, and what must you do to be ready? You become ready by staying present, by letting this moment unclench your grip, by letting me set your pace. Readiness is not frantic performance. It is aligned attention. It is listening for the quiet yes that rises with peace and refusing the panic that counterfeits urgency. It is allowing me to reframe what you call interruption as invitation, what you call late as precisely on time. It is noticing the fingerprints, the rightness that does not beg for attention, the ease that does not erase effort but removes strain, the confirmation that echoes from more than one direction without you forcing it. Do not argue with the timing I am giving you. Receive it. This minute is not a tease. It is a marker. When you honor the timestamp, you honor the gift. Stay with me, breathe with me, and step when I say step. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, measured present with me. My child, listen to me. The enemy here is not always loud rebellion. It is drift. It is numbness. It is noise that steals you 1 second at a time. One skipped moment to breathe. One rushed breath. One more scroll. One more notification. One more, I'll pay attention later. That is how people miss doors, not because they hate me, but because they are not here when the handle turns. Drift does not scream. Drift whispers, keep moving, and the river of hurry carries you past what has your name on it. You have been body tired and mind tired and soul tired. You have smiled when everything in you felt heavy. You have said, I'm fine, while your eyes said otherwise. You have cried in a quiet room and then wiped your face before anyone could see. You have kept going because you had to keep going, yet felt behind even as your feet never stopped. Functioning, yes, but frayed. Achieving, maybe, but absent from your own heart. You push through the day and collapse into the night, and somewhere in between the world gets so loud that you cannot feel the small, clear yes rising inside you. Hear me. Attention is not a small thing. It is a gate. When you are always rushing, your spirit lives in survival posture, and survival posture cannot recognize subtle openings. In the noise, every impulse sounds urgent, and my peace sounds too quiet to trust. You start doubting the ease I send because you are conditioned to chase what shouts. Noise trains your reflexes to reach for the quick thing instead of the true thing, to choose familiar strain over unfamiliar grace, to mistake constant movement for meaningful progress. And while your hands are full of the urgent, the door I am easing open right in front of you goes unentered. This is why I interrupt you, not to take your freedom, only to guard what I am sending toward you, not to control you, only to keep you from walking past the answer you have begged for. I am not shaming you for drifting. I am catching your sleeve before the traffic of distractions pulls you away. I am setting a countdown not to pressure you, but to rescue you, to pull you back into the room where your own life is happening, to teach you to hear me when I whisper, now. So let me steady you. Put your hand on your own heart. Breathe. Feel the ground under your feet. Let me return to you the seconds that noise has stolen by giving them purpose in this present moment. When your attention comes home, your discernment wakes up. When your pace matches mine, you feel the difference between panic and prompting. This is why I called you to pause, because the door is already in motion, and I do not want you to miss it by looking everywhere but here. Stay with me. Stay present. Let me keep you from the drift. My child, stay with me and let me tell you why you can trust what I am saying. I saw the private version of you, the one no one checks on, the one you hide behind the practiced nod and the I'm fine. I saw you crying in the shower where the water could pretend to be your tears. I saw you turn your face into the pillow so the sound would not travel down the hall. I saw you staring at the ceiling in the dim hour when the clock blinks its slow numbers and sleep keeps walking past you. I saw the way your hand hovered over a message you did not send, the way you typed, and erased, afraid your honesty would be too much for someone already distracted. I heard the sigh you tried to pass off as a yawn. I heard the quiet, breath-sized prayer, "God help," whispered in a parking lot. I heard the silence that followed the bad news, not because you stopped caring, but because caring hurt too much to hold out loud. You wondered if your prayers even pierced the ceiling of your room. You felt like numbness made you prayerless, but they did. Every single one reached me. Every ache was a sentence I understood. Every tear was an address that brought me to you. I was there when you stood under fluorescent lights pretending you were not unraveling. I was there when you fixed your face in the mirror, practiced the smile, and stepped into the day like a brave actor in a role you were too tired to play. I was there when you checked the bank account and your stomach tightened. I was there when you braced for the call that never came, when you refreshed the screen, when you told yourself not to hope and then felt guilty for the self-protection. I was there in the grocery aisle when anxiety washed over you for no clear reason. I was closer to you in those moments than in your victories, not because your joy repelled me, but because your pain pulled me near. Hear me. You were not rejecting me. You were protecting yourself because you were overwhelmed. Numbness is a shelter people build when the weather will not break. I did not shame you for sheltering. I came and sat with you in the storm. I covered you when the questions flickered like lightning and the past thundered in your chest. I did not rush you out. I waited until your breath could lengthen again. And because I have seen this private you, because I know the weight and the way you carry it, my guidance is not guesswork. It is care. I will not speak to you like a judge who only saw the summary. I will speak to you like the one who was there for every line. Presence is not performance. Readiness begins right here with being known. Let me set a gentler pace that matches your nervous system, your history, your hope. Let me name what is safe to put down and what is wise to pick up. Trust this voice because it has stayed when others left. Trust this timing because I arranged it for the version of you nobody else noticed. You are fully seen, fully held, and that is why the next steps I give you will fit. Tender where you are tender, strong where you need strong. Stay with me. We will move from seen to guided, from guarded to ready, together. My child, stay with me now. We will practice together. Count it down with me, not to pressure you, but to teach your body and your spirit how to be here. I need your attention. I need your heart to pause. I need your spirit to breathe. Presence isn't passive, it is alignment. And alignment is the key that turns the handle. 60. Inhale through your nose for 4, slow and kind. Hold for 1. Exhale for 6, longer than you think you need. 55. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. 50. Lower your shoulders away from your ears. Soften your eyes. 45. Feel the ground under your feet, the chair under your body, the weight that I am lifting even now. 40. Place your hand on your chest and feel your own warmth. Whisper, I am here with you. 35. Another breath, 4 in, 6 out. Let your belly rise, let your back broaden. 30. Notice the urge to hurry. Let it pass like a car on the road while you remain on the sidewalk with me. Presence, my child, is not perfect performance. It is honest openness. It is choosing truth over pretending. It is letting the noise settle long enough for your inner yes to be heard. It is not you forcing clarity. It is you receiving clarity. It is not you muscling your way through. It is you allowing me to lead the pace. When you are present, you stop arguing with your own spirit. You let what is real be real, and in that honesty, I can guide you without shouting. If you rush past this moment, you may miss the very thing you have been begging me to send, not because I hid it, but because you were not here when the handle turned. 25. Breathe again. 4 in, 6 out. Imagine your exhale sweeping dust from a threshold. 20. Relax the small muscles between your brows, at the base of your skull, behind your knees. Let your nervous system learn that my presence is safe. 15. Put a name to what you feel, tired, hopeful, scared, ready, and do not judge it. Bring it to me like you would place a fragile thing into gentle hands. 10. Say, even quietly, I agree to be here. I agree to be led. 5. Let peace be permission, not an afterthought. 4, 3, 2, stay. Now listen for how the open door feels before it fully appears. It begins as a lightness where strain has lived, a soft lift under your ribs, as if a burden is being rebalanced. It sounds like a quiet yes that does not argue for itself. It arrives as clarity that does not spike your adrenaline but steadies your steps. It feels like effort without strain, work you can do without the old dread. It looks like paths that stop competing and start aligning, like confirmations rising from more than one direction without you forcing them, like opportunities that fit your life rather than demand your soul as payment. It carries peace that does not erase risk but makes courage available. It stirs a right-timed boldness that doesn't panic you. It settles a restlessness that used to make you say yes to everything. This is why I asked for your attention. Alignment prepares you to receive. Presence tunes your ear to the sound of the handle turning. Keep breathing with me. Keep choosing this pace. As you do, the feeling of the door will grow distinct. And when it stands before you, you will recognize it, and you will be ready to move with me through it. My child, let me make this plain. The open door has fingerprints. When you know them, you stop second-guessing the moment I prepared for you. Watch for these signs, and as they appear, let them steady you rather than startle you. First, an unusual urgency to clean up loose ends. You will feel a sudden desire to organize what you have ignored, to answer old emails, to reconcile a small debt, to clear your workspace, to put your house in order, not from shame but from clarity. It will feel like your spirit is making room because something is about to enter. You will return keys, close tabs, end dangling conversations with simple honesty. That urge is not random, it is preparation. Second, a holy discomfort with old cycles. Patterns that once felt normal begin to itch. Habits that used to sedate you now taste stale. The entertainment that numbed you stops working. The same argument no longer hooks you. You feel done, even if you cannot explain it. That is me loosening what cannot come with you through the door. Third, repeated confirmations. The phrase you prayed in secret shows up in a conversation you didn't expect. A theme follows you from a message, to a billboard, to a text from a friend who didn't know what you asked me. You meet the right person at what looks like the wrong place. The topic you've avoided rises everywhere with gentle insistence. These echoes are alignment markers, not coincidences. Fourth, sudden clarity after confusion. Where fog lived, it lifts. The path does not become easy, but it becomes simple. The next right step stops arguing for attention. It settles in your chest with quiet weight. You realize you do not need every answer to take the first measured move. Inside you, the signals will speak. A mix of fear and peace. The fear of new territory with the peace of safe guidance. Heightened sensitivity. You notice what drains you and what feeds you. A desire to withdraw from noise. Not to disappear, but to protect the tender beginning. Conviction without condemnation. You feel corrected, not crushed. Redirected, not rejected. Your body exhales. Your jaw softens. Your yes does not spike your adrenaline. It steadies your spine. Outside you, patterns align. Doors that recently closed begin to make sense. You see how they funneled you here. New invitations arrive without you forcing them. A timely conversation unlocks a knot that weeks of worry could not loosen. Resources appear, a tool discounted when you need it, a schedule opening in just the right window, an unexpected refund, a ride, a room, a rested babysitter, a mentor who answers on the first ring. Connections restore, or the grace to finally release one arrives without bitterness. What was clenched opens or is allowed to be set down with peace. Hear me, none of this is accident. I arranged this convergence. These are my fingerprints on the frame of the door. When you recognize them, you stop calling yourself indecisive and start calling this moment appointed. So here is how you do not sabotage it. Do not announce more than you have obeyed. Write it down first. Pray it through. Take the next small step in faith and in order. Do not outrun the peace. Use it as your pacing. Tighten boundaries around your time and attention for a little while. Guard the tender beginning. Finish what is yours to finish on this side. Release what is not. Thank me out loud for each confirmation. It turns awareness into agreement. Then, with me, not with panic, we will place your hand on the handle. My child, do not rush through this. Move with me, not with panic. Panic is the oldest trap, an alarm that makes you either grab at everything or announce everything too soon. I know why you feel the tug to sprint. Rushing once kept you safe. Speed felt like control. Announcing early felt like proof you were finally moving forward. Forcing the hinge felt like insurance against disappointment. But hear me, this door will not open to panic. It will not respond to pressure. It opens to presence, to obedience, to pace. So guard the tender beginning. Do not turn a whisper into a headline before it has roots. Do not post a promise you have not yet practiced. Do not go back to old comforts just because the new way feels unfamiliar, numbing, overworking, over-explaining, over-shopping, over-committing. Do not try to wedge the door wider than grace is opening it. Prying only warps what I am aligning, not because I demand control, my child, but because I am guarding what I am giving you. My pacing is protection. My order is your shelter from chaos. If you match me, the door will meet you without tearing your hands. Here is how we move. Small faithfulness. Big doors swing on small hinges. Let your hinge be steady presence, steady prayer, steady restraint. This week, choose one quiet hour and keep it with me. No noise, no multitasking, just breath and attention. Remove one distraction that keeps stealing your readiness. Mute one thread, delete one app, set one boundary around your mornings or your nights. If it is safe and wise, reconcile one relationship in a simple, clean way. Offer or receive a genuine apology. Release the need to win, or choose silence where arguing has become a habit. Finish one delayed task on this side of the threshold. Send the email, pay the bill, fold the laundry, file the form. So chaos doesn't follow you through. And before you react to anything, text, offer, criticism, opportunity, ask me for wisdom, breathe once, pray once, wait one beat for peace to nod. That pause will save you from detours. Practice restraint as worship. Let your yes be measured, let your no be clean. Keep your circle small while the roots take hold. Write more than you announce. Pray more than you post. Plan more than you promise. Keep showing up quietly to the place I told you to be, even when no one claps, even when nothing looks spectacular. Consistency is faith in motion. It signals to heaven and to your own nervous system that you trust the pace I'm setting. And I hear the fear forming. What if I miss it anyway? What if the minute passes and I'm still not ready? My child, I am not cruel. I am not hiding this from you. I am the one holding the door, and I know your name. If your heart stays turned toward me, if you choose presence over panic, I will not let you slip past your own answer. I will repeat the nudge. I will slow you if you sprint. I will send another confirmation if you startle. Your responsibility is simple. Stay with me, keep peace as your pace, and do the small, faithful things I place in front of you. My responsibility is everything else: timing, alignment, protection. So breathe. We are not rushing. We are moving. With me, not with panic. Step by step, choice by choice, hinge by quiet hinge, until the door opens and you walk through whole. My child, you think you're late. You feel the ache of birthdays and deadlines, the pressure of calendars and comparisons, the sting of almosts that slipped through your fingers. You look at others moving and wonder if you missed your turn. Hear me, you are not late. I delayed you, not to punish you, but to protect you. I held you back while the road ahead was being cleared, while your hands were learning to hold differently, while your heart was being strengthened to carry what you asked me for without breaking under it. I know the moments that built this story, the job that looked perfect and then disappeared overnight, the call you were promised that never came, the relationship you poured into that unraveled with a quiet silence that felt like an accusation, the plan you mapped in detail that stalled for reasons you could not control, paperwork delayed, funding dried up, a door you thought was yours slammed without apology. I saw you grieve, and I sat with you in the ache. I did not minimize your pain. I did not say, just move on. I stayed. I listened to the what-ifs. I caught the tears you hid. And even as you questioned your worth, I was guarding your future. None of those closings were punishment. Every one was shielding. I closed what would have caged you. I ended what would have ended you. I delayed what would have demanded a version of you that was still in recovery. I separated you from alliances that would have siphoned your strength. I allowed the stall so your discernment could mature, so your boundaries could thicken, so your nervous system could learn peace as a pace, not panic as a fuel. I repositioned you by inches and by miles, new timing, new geography, new circles, so the wrong attachment would not stand in the right doorway like a blockade you were too polite to move. I slowed your steps while I aligned invisible pieces, the person you needed to meet finishing their own healing, the budget you will inherit being written, the room you will enter being cleared of voices that would have drowned you out. I trained your ear to recognize the difference between adrenaline and anointing, between noise that flatters and wisdom that fits. I built your muscles in hidden places, patience, restraint, courage, humility, so that when weight lands on these shoulders, they hold without shaking loose your peace. And now listen to the kindness in the countdown. This minute is not a verdict of lateness. It is a marker of readiness. The door is opening now because you can carry what is on the other side now. Your hands are cleaner. Your yes is clearer. Your no is braver. The same opportunity that would have swallowed you then will serve you now. The handle turns because timing and character have met. This is why I would not let you sprint. I wanted you whole at the threshold, not half alive and desperate. So here is how we step forward without dragging yesterday's fear into tomorrow's blessing. Stop interpreting today through the lens of old delays. Do not call late what I am calling on time. When panic asks, what if it falls apart like before? Answer with truth. What is different now? Name it, your pace, your boundaries, your peace, your clarity. Thank me for every closed door that kept you available for this one. Bless what ended. Let it stay ended. Forgive yourself for the detours. They taught you the terrain. Choose curiosity over catastrophe as you move. What are you building here, God? And let that question quiet the urge to over-explain or over-prove. Speak agreement out loud. I am aligned with your timing. I will not rush. I will not shrink. I will step with you. My child, you are not behind. You are arriving. Set yesterday's hurry at the hinge. Let peace be your permission. The delay did its work. The protection did its work. Now, with me, not with panic, we move. My child, before you cross, we must lighten what you carry. The new door does not make room for old weight. You cannot bring shame through and expect freedom to breathe. You cannot drag self-blame and still receive cleanly. You cannot hold bitterness in one hand and blessing in the other without tearing. You cannot keep feeding comparison and hear your own assignment. You cannot grip control with white knuckles and still learn to be led. You cannot let the fear of disappointment steer and expect courage to drive. My beloved child, I am not scolding you. These were protections you built when the weather was cruel. They kept you alive then, but they will keep you heavy now. Let me carry what once carried you. Come closer. Put your hand on your heart and listen to me. Give me the part you keep replaying. Give me the night you keep reliving. Give me the sentence you can't forget, the one that called you too much or not enough. Give me the apology you never received and stopped waiting for. Give me the version of you that learned to disappear to stay loved. Give me the ledger where you've been tallying everyone's progress against your own. Give me the elaborate plans you make to pre-control outcomes. Give me the catalog of catastrophes you rehearse to stay safe. Give me the disappointment that says, don't hope, it hurts less that way. Give me the vow you made in pain that no longer fits your healing. Place each one at the hinge. Breathe, my child. Exhale their names, and as breath leaves, so does the right they claimed to ride with you. Hear me say this over your identity as you empty your hands. You are mine. You are not a mistake I'm trying to fix. You are a story I am finishing. You are not late. You are protected. You are not fragile cargo. You are a beloved child learning a new way to travel. Shame is not your teacher. Fear is not your manager. Control is not your savior. My beloved child, you belong, and belonging makes release safe. Feel the shift. Survival loosening its grip. Receptivity opening like a window. Numbness thawing into feeling that does not drown but informs. Rushing giving way to listening that catches directions you used to miss. This is what room feels like. This is what hands feel like when they are ready to receive. Now we match the inside with the outside. Alignment moves from your chest into your choices. Release has a shape in the world. Here is how we honor it. Simplify the circle that stirs comparison. Mute the voice that keeps you measuring yourself against a stranger's highlight reel. Archive the thread that keeps bitterness alive. If it is safe and wise, seek clean closure. If not, seek clean boundaries. Return what is not yours to carry. Other people's moods, outcomes, and timelines are not your assignment. Redesign the rhythms that feed panic. Set one quiet start to your day with me, even 15 unrushed minutes. End one night without a screen so your nervous system remembers peace. Choose a small habit that nourishes steadiness. Water, a walk, a prayer you can whisper while you move. Create a yes and no list for this tender season. Yes to what grows roots. No to what drains soil. Keep confidences close. Share early seeds only with those who water, not those who trample. As you do, notice the lightness. What you set down here will not be missed on the other side. It will be replaced with what fits. Clarity for control, peace for panic, courage for comparison, joy for judgment, trust for the old ache of disappointment. My child, agreement seals this. Say it out loud with me. I release what was heavy. I receive what is holy. I leave shame, blame, bitterness, comparison, control, and fear at the hinge. I cross as your beloved, awake and ready. Now lighter we step. My child, stay close and hear me. What is beginning is tender. Early things breathe quietly before they sing loudly. A seed breaks in silence before it breaks the soil. A newborn promise needs warmth, rhythm, and low voices. Guard the atmosphere, not to hide in fear, but to host what I am growing. Loud opinions, constant comparison, and frantic schedules bruise beginnings. I am protecting your first fruit from careless hands and from the noise that steals your readiness. I am stepping into your day, your thoughts, your atmosphere. Let me order what surrounds you. Start simple. Limit the doom scrolling that trains your nervous system to expect disaster. Mute the threads that spike your adrenaline and call it staying informed. Unfollow voices that keep you angry, chronically anxious, or ashamed. Replace the first and last minutes of your day with me. No screen before sunrise prayer, no screen in the final stretch before sleep. Choose a small, repeatable cue for presence. A candle at your desk. A cup of water you bless before you drink. A 3-breath prayer you whisper between tasks. These are not small to your spirit. They are scaffolding for what is rising. Protect your sleep as stewardship. Rest is not laziness. It is agreement with the pace of heaven. Choose a time to close the day. Dim the lights, quiet the room. Put the device in another space. Tell your body, peace is our new rhythm. If a thought insists on chasing you into the night, write it down, hand it to me, and let your pillow become an altar, not a courtroom. What I am birthing in you grows more in rest than in worry. Choose wise counsel and reduce your advisory board. Not everyone gets access to what I am building in you. Share early with midwives, not with critics. Seek voices who pray before they advise, who ask questions that make you braver, not louder. Elders whose fruit proves their counsel. Friends who know the difference between urgency and panic. Secrecy in this season is not fear. It is stewardship. You are not hiding, you are holding. You are not withholding, you are watering. Do not audition your promise for approval. Let obedience be your proof. Create small pockets of silence that anchor the day. A morning hinge, a midday hinge, an evening hinge. 60 seconds of honesty with me at each turn. Breathe. Name what you feel without judging it. Ask for wisdom for the next step only. This is how we keep the room clear around the promise. Set do not disturb windows that honor your focus. Keep one table cleared in your home as a place of peace. Let music that calms, readings that clarify, and prayers that ground become the soundtrack of this tender beginning. And now, make agreement public enough to steady you without exposing what is not ready. Say it out loud where you are. I will guard my atmosphere. Peace is my pace. If it strengthens you, write those words where your eyes will meet them. If you are in a community that protects your process, share this. Pray with me as I guard what God is growing. Let your declaration be a fence, not a stage. I am near in this guarding. I will nudge you when a room is too loud for your roots. I will draw you back when you start to explain more than you are obeying. I will widen your circle when the time to reveal arrives. For now, host the quiet, protect the tender, keep the temperature steady with presence and the light low with humility. What I am opening begins softly. Treat it as holy, and with this guarded hope, we will speak our agreement and step in rhythm together. My child, this is where you participate with me, not with more striving, but with agreement. Say it out loud. Let your breath carry your yes into the room we just guarded. Words turn the handle your heart has been holding. Whisper it if you must, but do not keep it only in your thoughts. Sound interrupts drift. Sound anchors intention. Sound signals your body, your brain, your spirit that we are moving together now. Speak with me. God, I will be present. I will not rush past you. I will walk through the door you open. again, slow and steady, like laying stones on a path you will walk tomorrow. God, I will be present. I will not rush past you. I will walk through the door you open. Feel how the edges inside you soften as your words make room. Agreement, spoken and chosen, converts urgency into aligned action. Silence can keep you circling in your head. Declaration draws a line under your decision. I formed you to respond to sound. Your own voice can shepherd you out of numbness. When you declare, you choose the pace of peace before panic chooses for you. When you declare, you tell your fear that it is no longer management, it is information I will tend while you follow me. Now, make an altar in the open where you are safe to do so. Type it where your future self will see the stone you set today. Comment, God is my safe refuge. Comment, I will not miss my open door. Not for algorithms, but for alignment. Place your faith in the light long enough to steady your steps. And if this word is an anchor for you and you desire to help carry it to others who are drowning in noise, please support our channel through Super Thanks. You help keep this rescue in motion. You help me interrupt another scroll at the exact minute they need saving. Keep going. Put shape to your yes and your no. Say, peace is my pace. Presence is my protection. Obedience is my proof. I agree to be led, not driven. I agree to finish what is mine and release what is not. I agree to recognize your fingerprints and move when peace nods. This is not performance. This is posture. This is you placing your weight on what I am saying rather than what fear is predicting. As you agree with me, I agree with you in return. I will meet you in the pauses you keep. I will send reminders when noise creeps back. I will guard the tender beginning from careless hands. I will tighten the circle and widen it at the right time. I will place confirmations in reach and courage in your chest. When you forget, I will whisper again. When you freeze, I will warm you forward. When you hurry, I will slow you kindly. Say it one more time with me and let it settle like a key in your palm. God, I will be present. I will not rush past you. I will walk through the door you open. Hold this presence. We are about to keep moving. My child, when this minute ends, don't leave me here. Carry this presence with you through the door. This was never about a single scroll-stopping interruption. It was a training of your spirit, a reorientation of your pace. I am not a moment you visit. I am the presence you live inside. I will keep guiding step by step, breath by breath, decision by decision. I will not go silent as you move. I will not withdraw when you are unsure. Hear me again with the tenderness you need. I never left you, not for a second, especially when you felt the most alone. In the shower where tears fell without witnesses. In the car where your chest felt tight. In the room where you smiled so no one would ask questions. I was closer than your skin, steady as your next breath, patient while your fears shouted, I am still here. The door you asked me for is open. Not tomorrow, not someday, open now. Your part is not to pry it wider or sprint through it. Your part is to stay awake, stay soft, stay attentive. Awake enough to notice my nudges. Soft enough to be led when your old defenses flare. Attentive enough to recognize my fingerprints and match my pace. If you keep your eyes on me, peace will keep time for you. If panic tries to seize the wheel, you will feel the check in your chest, and I will give you language to pause. We are walking, not whipping ourselves forward. We are listening more than announcing. We are carrying light, not luggage. For the next 24 hours, keep it simple and sacred. First 5 minutes of stillness with me. Set a timer, sit, breathe, say my name, and let your nervous system relearn peace. No multitasking, no performance, just presence. Second, one act of obedience, small, clear, and now. Send the email you've been avoiding. Schedule the appointment. Apply. Apologize. Throw away what keeps you tangled. Take the step that peace has been pointing to. Third, one message of encouragement to someone else. Speak life. Text, voice note, or whisper a prayer and press send. What you water in another, I multiply in you. Fourth, one boundary against noise. Choose it and keep it. Mute a thread that spikes your adrenaline. Delete an app that eats your attention. Put your phone in another room for the last hour tonight. Turn on Do Not Disturb during your 5 minutes with me. Guard the hinge. Do this and you will feel the minute you gave me ripple into your day. You will notice coincidences turn into confirmations. You will sense courage arriving without drama. You will find that your yes stands without shouting and your no lands without guilt. And when fatigue returns or fear whispers that you are alone again, answer with truth. I never left you, not for a second. Ask for help and I will meet you in the very breath that asks. Now, lift your head. Place your hand on the handle with me. Walk, don't run. I am with you, and you will not miss what I have prepared.